What's good, everybody, man? Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Rundown. We have a crazy reaction that I want to get into. But before I do that, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you guys click the notification bell. That way, you guys are always alerted to when I drop new videos. Now, let's talk about Christianity. Now, we had this black man on TikTok call out Anton Daniels because he felt like he was speaking bad against single mothers. And this is becoming a niche, right? Talk about single mothers, talk about black women, make a little bit of money that you never can make in your life, and go be a 40, 50-year-old black man, still lonely, still married to a woman that you don't really find attractive. So let's go ahead and break this whole video down.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Anton Daniels is a very successful YouTuber who has grown a lot over the last year and a half. And it's not just his political content that catches fire, it's a lot of his views on relationships. And earlier today, I just happened to be looking for another particular topic when I came across a video of Anton and somebody basically reacting to it. I want to hear what Anton first has to say, and then we're going to come back.
Women have largely been the bane of a lot of men's existence, and it is the downfall of some of the biggest kingdoms. You work your whole life, you build it up, and then you fumble it over a woman. All right. So, hey,
It's not that these guys fumbled a bag over a woman, right? It's that these guys are fumbling a bag over their bad choices. Let's look at Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp lost $100 million deal, not because of some young woman, but because of the choices he made. He chose to give that woman $25,000 per butt cheek. He chose to make her feel like she was in a relationship, and then was having, he was doing it nasty on Instagram, all kinds of shit, bro. And this is a man that's almost 60 years old, still hasn't learned to go sit his ass somewhere down, make his money, be with his wife. A lot of times these men are complaining about stuff that really, it falls right into their shoes. It's your problem. Shannon Sharp would not have any issues if he didn't deal with that woman. But who made the choice to deal with the woman? Shannon Sharp did. So who get the responsibility for whatever happened in that situation? Shannon Sharp does, not the woman. But let's keep going.
never deal, or I would never advocate for a man to marry a woman that is a single mother. I'm not a fan of.
Anton, you don't even have no fucking room to even talk about this, because we have Anton's wife. After Anton asked Rita, what was the first thing I said to you? She said, the first thing you asked me is if I suck dick. So you walking up to your wife asking her if she give other men head is crazy. It's absolutely crazy, bro. Right? But you mad at, you said never marry a woman who's a single mother. We know for a fact that Anton has promoted Lucky Marie. We know for a fact that Anton has promoted Courtney Michelle, right? We know for a fact that Anton has promoted Six the Goddess. All baby mamas. All baby mamas. But he has this rhetoric that he tells other black men, don't date these type of women. But if they pretty enough, he'll put them on camera so y'all can lust over these bitches. He would tell these women, you are wonderful, you're perfect. I know you was the one when I first saw you. Right? Courtney is the ideal feminine woman. Got a whole fucking baby daddy, bro. You see what I'm saying? And every single day when they was on the episode, whether it be Kayla and Courtney, right? He would say, even though Kayla has no children, right? Oh, she's unruly. Courtney is more feminine. She's the one they should be marrying. I'm gonna do content on it because I'm off today. I got a few things to do, but I'm off today. So I'm gonna show you guys. Every single receipt where Anton is pedestalizing a baby mama, put her on a complete fucking pedestal. But then the next day, I would never tell somebody to date a single mom. Yes, you would. I would never tell nobody to marry a single mom. Yes, you would. You do this all the time. Child.
I'm not an advocate for it. I think it is one of the dumbest moves that a guy can pull.
So that's Anton. The guy who's going to be responding to Anton is a brother by the name of Motivation Jason.
See, it don't really matter what you are a fan of or what you advocate for. It's really about what God says in his word. And I find it funny and diabolical for you to wear a shirt that says, follow God, not culture, only for the words that's coming out of your mouth, spoken from your heart, contradicts the shirt that you're wearing. If you really follow God, you will know his word says, he who without sin should cast the first stone.
Amen. 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 Right? And this is the one thing that I don't like about Christians is some of them, they just act like they better than others when we know that they are sinners too, when we see them sinning. One day is Christianity, and this brother is being honest. How you wearing a shirt about God and talking like this? Right? How you saying that you're a man of God, but saying you want to throw all the women out with the bathwater? Throw all the women out with the bathwater. Get rid of all the women and children and start new. Yeah, see, I'm going to take y'all back down a very, very, very old, right? We're going to start from the beginning so I can show y'all who all of these manosphere guys are, who they really are, right? That was a good thing that you just said, Motivation Jason. Shout out to you, man. I'm going to see if I can find him and bring him on the show.
And that's in reference to Jesus saving a woman from judgment, from being stoned to death. And a lot of you men operate in that similar spirit. I call it the ungodly sassy man syndrome. Ungodly sassy.
Damn.
Saving a woman from judgment, from being stoned to death. And a lot of you men operate in that similar spirit. I call it the ungodly sassy man syndrome. Ungodly sassiness.
God damn. The ungodly sassy man syndrome. The fucking ungodly sassy man syndrome. That reminds me of somebody.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
No, Kevin. No, we cannot make this shit up, even if we wanted to. Cause you was the original sassy manosphere dude. It was Kevin Samuels, aka Kitten Heels. Let's keep going.
Where a lot of you get this thirst and this craving to see a single mother struggle and suffer, as if single mothers don't deserve grace, love, redemption. And a lot of y'all, some of y'all men that operate this way, not all, but enough of you, you put on your referee shirt, your referee hat, and your whistle, and you play interference, holding men back. You don't qualify. You don't qualify for this type of man. That's what y'all are coming across as. This the ungodly sassiness syndrome.
That's a fact, bro. Telling black women what they are not qualified for is crazy. Telling anybody, hey, you're not qualified for this. You're not qualified at all. When you're a short, fat, unattractive, alleged successful person. Come on, bro. Nah, bro. And then when all the baddies take a look at who Anton married to, they just start laughing. Yeah, you definitely can't say nothing to us. Remember the clip of Angela Spates when she was up there with Randy and Anton, and she was saying, hey, show me your roster. Since you had all these baddies, oh no, you've been married to that one woman your whole life, and she's not a baddie. Yeah, you can't talk to us about relationships. You're not in a position to do it, especially trying to use God, child. How dare you?
That a lot of y'all are suffering from. Stage 4, it's in your DNA, and you can't help it. And a real man of God.
Hey, hold on. I told Anton the same thing. I ain't gonna say bro name, but I say, hey man, if you doing all of this, if you saying you a hit women, you do all of this, your father must have been a hoe ass nigga. Your father must have been a weak man that he raised such a weak child. He definitely wasn't a man of God. No man of God would say it's okay to beat a woman to a pope. No man of God will walk around saying, "Oh, I got bitches galore. I got plenty of women galore." Right? Isn't that what you said? It's 1950. I got a fleet of hoes I can send to come get you. And I wonder if those women that he would be calling, do he call them hoes, or was he just trying to act like he was a pimp or something? Right? When he was talking in 1950. Like, do he be like, "Hey, what's up, Q? Ho. What's up, Mika? Ho. Y'all my hoes. And I'm gonna send y'all hoes whenever I need y'all hoes on the stream right now." I guarantee you he don't talk to them like that, bro. And O'Shea Duke Jackson is saying, well, this guy is a simp. You know what's a simp, O'Shea Duke Jackson? I wish I could find this guy and tag him in the video because I want all parties to see. But you know what I wish? I wish that y'all can understand what a true simp is, right? How is Anton not a simp? Buying Island Girl Q bags, buying all these girls' bags, not fucking them. Is that any other man buy women thousands of dollars of shit, fly her out, and he not fucking? He's called a simp. He's called a beta. But that's the one thing about the manosphere. They're not consistent. You're going to learn that very quickly, right? Whereas, like, bro, these manosphere bandits, will do some of the same shit they claim the simps do, but then act like they're not a part of that same crew. Like Donovan Sharp, when he married that 50-year-old woman who had a 16-year-old. But he was also telling men, don't date baby mamas. Don't date baby mamas. Don't date women with children. Don't marry women with children. What did he do? Marry a woman with a fucking child. Think about this, bro. And these are the people that are telling young men, don't marry this type of person. Don't do that. Child. All liars, all fucking hypocrites.
That loves God in his heart don't operate this way.
Facts.
Don't see women this way.
Facts.
A real man of God would not agree with how a lot of y'all men think and how a lot of y'all men view women.
You think Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, who was also a man of God, would tell a man don't date a single mother? I'll even go to a man today in Detroit, because Anton claimed he in Detroit. He in Waterford. That's like 40 miles away. It's like then they're an hour away from Detroit. Anyway, Jason Wilson actually is in Detroit, Michigan, right? I've met Jason Wilson personally. Went to the same church as him. I've watched him not only mentor other black boys and girls, mentor my damn self when I was in my adolescence. Jason Wilson would never tell a man, "Oh, she's a single baby mama. Don't be with her. She ain't shit. God don't love her." He would never say that. And that's the reason why he has the following that he has. That's the reason why Jason Wilson, right? That's the reason why Jason Wilson has the ability to speak to the youth, because he used to be in the streets, and the young homies know this. The young homies know that he used to be a real street nigga. He not to be tested, right? 100% muscle. That's a fact. But he also got grace. He also got he has godliness in him, to the point where he'll help anybody out. Jason Wilson done took hundreds of youth in Detroit, help them get their grades up, help them get scholarships, right? Help them get off the streets. While y'all online doing what? Talking about black women. Child.
Real talk. And how convenient for some of y'all men to grow up in a single mother-led household. You wanted your father there, but he chose to not be there. He knew where you were, but he chose to not show up. He chose to not come to your football games, basketball games.
Oh, the manosphere hate these type of men that call these mans out. Oh no, the men never not wanted to be there. All the men wanted to show up to football games. All the men wanted to support their children in every aspect of their life. That's what these men would tell other men. And they know, not think, they know that black men, statistically speaking, are the worst fathers in America. Period. How do we know this? Right? Off the top of my head. Don't even got to research this one. Go look at the single mother homes of every ethnicity. Let's start there. Go look at the degrees earned by races of men. Let's go there. Let's look at the salaries earned by races of men. Let's go there, right? Let's look at the businesses created and sustained by races of men and women. Let's go there. Who building the infrastructure? Don't even get me started on elected officials, right? Black men are not seeking power. Black men are seeking submission from black women. They're not seeking anything else. At least the ones in this manosphere space is. You do have ones like Jason Wilson, as I spoke on earlier, who's actually trying to do God's work. Focus on black man mental health, which is the most important thing that black men as a community need to focus on. More than money, black men as a community need to be focused on their mental health. Child, that can be an episode in itself. Let's keep going.
It's baseball games, track meets, soccer, spelling bee, graduation. He chose to not come there. And your mom wanted him there. She tried to get him to pull up. And he chose to be sorry. But somehow, some way, y'all just forget all of that. Like, y'all just have no idea of what some of these women go through and what some of these women face. Your mama was trying to make it happen, trying to do this, trying to do that to raise you and your brother or you and your sister by herself, you and your siblings. Boy, if you are a man and you think this way, you got work to do. You got work to do.
So then he starts to talk.
Yeah, I don't want to hear O'Shea Duke like commentary at all. So if Time Dog ain't respond, you know what I'm saying, I guess the OG had more to say. But unless I see a video from where, nope. So yeah, I guess Anton didn't respond to Cuz, right? Oh, and he put his Patreon in here. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson, bro. No beef with Cuz, right? Even though he played his part in the manosphere being created as well. But that we're not talking about O'Shea today. At the end of the day, man, I think his name was Motivation Jason. He's completely right when he talks about the mentality, the mental state of black men who will get online and on a daily basis shit on black women, but don't want nobody to shit on their wife, their daughter. Their wife and daughter is off limits, right? Their wife and daughter and the women around them are all exceptions, right? Come on, bro. If any black man who grew up in Michigan, I tell you, there's not too many black women who are just out here virgins. So when Anton even say, my family in Detroit and all the women waited till marriage, come on, cuz we know that's a lie. We know that's a lie. You know how we know it's a lie? If everybody waited till marriage, why was the first thing you asked your wife was, do she suck dick? Because if she was waiting till marriage, you will already know she don't suck dick. But you asked that, right? Because she was a goer and most of the black women in your circle are goers. That's a fact. Lucky is a goer. Courtney, goer. Amira, goer. Q, goer. Six the Goddess, goer. Right? Do I gotta keep going on all the hyenas that you put on? That's crazy, right? You put on baby mamas, you go to their shows and exalt them. But then you go on your show and talk shit about baby mamas. And this is why when they are seen with you, they don't get respect. That's why when they seen talking to you and having these conversations about relationships, it's not respected, right? Let me go and speak on it. I saw an Anton video with Lucky. It didn't do no views. You want to know why? It's not respected. See, his audience knows that he shit on baby mamas on a daily basis. And they agree with that rhetoric. So when they see him with a baby mama, they're expecting him to say, oh, she, like I told y'all just yesterday morning, she, whether it's Lucky Marie, whether it's fucking Courtney, or any of these bitches, she's not wifey material. But because he's a fucking flip-flopper and he panders to black bandits, he goes on the baby mama's channel and say, I knew you was the shit when I first saw you. You was the baddest bitch alive. If I wasn't married to my wife, I have you now. Child. Whole audience confused. I thought that we didn't fuck with baby mamas. Did I say that? No. I knew she was the shit when I first saw her. And when you found out about the kid, did you still know she was the shit? Yeah. And because they have no fucking woman in their life, right? The fan base of these particular people, because they're waking up angry every day. Why? They watching Simp God and Drip and other men, even fucking Sharon. They watching the weakest of men get women. I mean, the weakest. They got women, but these incels, these manosphere bandits, they don't. Why? That's the question they wake up asking themselves every day. Why? Why me? Why am I not getting no coochie? How is it that Simp God, man, I can't stand that nigga. He went from this baddie to this baddie. Now he got a baby. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you like Gucci said, man, if you ain't got the sauce, you're gonna be lost. That's a fact. If you ain't got the sauce, you gonna be lost. If you gotta ask what the sauce is, you already lost. It's just that simple, man. Then we gonna end on that good note. With that being said, shout out to what's cuz name? Motivation Jason. And shout out to video credit O'Shea Duke Jackson. I will have bro tagged in the video if y'all want to go subscribe to his channel. But in the meantime, I'll see you guys later. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Is it okay for black men to be online just shitting on baby mamas? Is that the new wave? I don't see DDG making content about that. I don't see Duke Dennis making content about that. I see 50-year-old old ass grandfathers talking about this. And I'm disturbed. With that being said, bye.